All right, callers, thank you for calling in for that last segment there. And everybody else that's now joining us here on ESGNet Radio. If you want to leave your feedback or any other questions or any other comments you'd like to make, hopefully they're clean for radio. Remember, we are on radio, ladies and gentlemen. 1-800-ESGNet1. That is ESGNet1. Call here and get your voice heard. And we're going to talk about some more high school football. As high school playoffs, we are now in the third round. And of course, our Omaha Packers are in the third round. They'll be taking on the Omaha Bryan Bears. If you remember a couple weeks ago, roughly back in week 3, these two teams are rivals, in-city rivals here, and both are in the playoffs right now. And of course, Omaha Omaha South Packers defeated them, and a nice victory there. And you know, they say in sports it's tough to beat your team a second time around, and especially in that game where these two teams were slugging it out, and it was a pretty good game. And of course, Myles, the quarterback there for Omaha South, had a very great game there. 31 of 47, 531 yards, 10 carries, 63 yards, and 7 total touchdowns. I believe this is the incident where he was, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this might be the incident where him and his coach got into it. And since then, he kind of went on a downward spiral some, not much. But, it is tough to beat a team the second time around, and a lot of people are questioning and wondering if this team can go all the way. Now, I'm just, a spectator myself who watches these young men play sports, and remember, they are young men playing sports, but after what happened last week with Scott's Bluff, it kind of got me wondering, is this team really ready to make it to that next step? Against Scott's Bluff, he was 39, 460 yards, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in that game, 15 carries for 43 yards. So, now, the question is, can he do it again? I want to know from you guys if that's possible. My personal take on this is, well, it's going to be a tough task for this young man. The question is, like I've been saying all year long, is he capable enough, and is he honest with himself that he can make those throws? We seen last week there against Scotts Bluff, it was terrifying. There was times where he was trying to throw, make these passes that should not have been thrown, and they were batted away, or in some cases, he was picked off. But I know I've been praising this young man a lot here on this channel, here on this radio broadcast and stuff like that from time to time, but I've also been critical. I've also been critical about the coaching staff, and I just want to know, I want to understand, what is going on with this young man. I know he has a lot on his mind. He has make choices here pretty soon about his next step in his life. Of course, his brother legacy is over him constantly. Everyone expecting a lot from this young man, and right now I say to him, go out there, play a great game, hush the naysayers there. There's been a lot of naysayers saying that he is going to crack under pressure, that he is going to fail, and that he has no business trying to be like his brother. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he is nothing like his brother. He is way more better than his brother. If you look at his numbers from high school, compare this season, or actually the first 3 seasons he took over as the QB, he has been doing a lot more better, especially against teams like this. He has been doing a lot better than his brother. If you look at his numbers there, he's thrown 4 more extra touchdowns against the Omaha Bryan Bears. 4 more than his brother did in his senior year. Now, of course, Matt and his class that played were very good, very talented young men. They passed the ball around. Not to mention there was a little bit of a quarterback controversy that year. They were using a 2-quarterback system this year. In this time, even then you didn't hear about that. But in this current team right now, there's something special. There's something that's gonna unlock here. And with Myles in this club here, the sky is the limit. I really truly believe that they have a great opportunity to win this game, but it's gonna be a tough game, no matter what. And I cannot wait to go out there this Friday night to go see what this ball club can do and show the world that these young men can play some football and bring home a state championship. Now, of course, they got to beat the Bryan Bears, and then not to mention they got to look out for the Grand Island team. That Grand Island team is a monster. I thought, really truly, honestly, I thought the game out in Scottsbluff, that was going to be the game that was going to end this team, but not the case. So I fully believe right now that these Omaha South boys can defeat any team put in front of them, especially a team like Grand Island. And we'll see that here in 2 weeks. But first and foremost, you got to look at this game here. I believe they can beat this team for a second time, but it's going to be a close one. How close? I don't know. But as long as Marvel, Geo, Westbecker, Ning, even Alex Howe, if they can all play a great game here, they'll do some great things coming up in that state championship game. I promise you not. I will put money on it. All right, that is my take on this weekend's semifinal round game between Omaha Bryan Bears and the Omaha South Packers. Let me know what you guys think. Call in at 1-800-ESGN-NET1. Remember, keep your comments to, PG, because we don't want to get fined by the FCC or anything like that. But keep them PG, and be honest. What you think about this weekend's game? We'll play some of those later on here in the hour. But right now we're going to take a quick break. We're going to talk about the other semifinal game against Grand Island, and I believe it's a small school, one of the smallest schools in the state, playing against Grand Island, and it's basically truly a Goliath versus or David and Goliath matchup here. We'll see how that comes up when we come back. Right now we're going to play some bills and get to a couple sponsors to the show, and we'll be right back for more high school football talk here on ESGNet Radio. We'll be right back. Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of NCAA 14 Road to Glory with Myles Marvel here. This is episode 13, and today we are going to be going against our rival once again. It's the Omaha Bryan Bears, as they are currently, well, they're supposed to be actually technically 8-1. I don't see how they're 9-0 because we defeated them already, but nonetheless, we're gonna have to go for them again. Let's take a look at some of the recruiting board here of some of the scholarships that Myles has been offered already here, and of course he's still got to make that huge decision on where he's gonna go at next fall. But as you've seen there earlier in the talk about this game, and there's a lot of people doubting that Myles and this team can beat this team a second time around. So, it's always tough to play your play the same team twice in one season because they got game film on you. They know what they can do, and they know what they need to do in order to defeat you. So we'll see if the Bryan Bears will stay with their game plan they have. Of course, our game plan is just to play smart, play good, and make some decent plays out here. Hopefully, we don't have a repeat of what happened last time we played against them. I think this was a game, if I'm not mistaken, this might have been the game where Coach called a lot of plays here for us. We have thrown it quite a bit. I may be really mistaken by that, but for the most part here, this was actually a pretty good game. You know, he threw, he had 7 touchdowns total in this game. He threw over 500 yards in this one. And there you see there, not a good start there you want as McKinney picks him off. And that is going to be the first turnover now for this ball club. So the Packers give up 3 points as the Bears are able to take that turnover and turn 2 into points. They get 3. So we'll see what Marvel can do now as he's scrambling here with a 1st and 10. It makes a nice slide there. And that is going to, of course, get a first down for him and his club, or I should say his buddies here. 1st and 10, 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. We'll see a pass there, quest to Allstriker. We're, of course, used to seeing him on the right-hand side of the screen there, but he's on the left hand there. As they did a little switcheroo here in today's game. Go down to a 2nd and 1. Howell here trying to keep his legs moving here. Can he get the first down? Yes, he does. As he is tackled there as he's on top of a couple of Bears there for the first down. So 1st and 10. Marvel here trying to see what he can do here in this second drive of this ball game. Already down by 3 points here. And a lot of people were talking about this is going to be a tough game here. They're going to have to try something new. They can't throw down the middle or up the middle or anything they did last time here. They got to utilize this game, utilize their backs a little bit more, maybe even their tight ends in many situations. And a lot of routes here, they're going to have to be, as you see there, they're having a tough time tackling Allstriker there. And there is a flag on the thing. It's going to be on Terrell Flanagan there, as they'll get a face mask there for the first. So they'll put him in 1st and 10 here. So there's going to be a lot of game plan changes from the first game to this one here. You see, there's a blitz right there, and Howell has a wide open space there to run in there and get the 18-yard touchdown reception and put the first 7 points, or excuse me, first 6 points on the board, making it now 7-3 for Omaha. So after a quick 3 and out there on the Bears, we're back out here on the field as we see now 1st and 10 there, a throw there off to the right-hand side there to Craig Allstrainer as he'll get the catch, and that'll be enough for the first. So playing a team second time around here, especially you have not seen this team for almost exactly 10 weeks. It could be a strain here. It can be a issue for this team as neither one of them have seen each other quite often. I'm sure they've seen game plan. Oh, there's a dropped ball there. So that's going to be a fumble, but it's going to be recovered by the Packers as they hold on possession there. So Marvel got that ball punched out of him, or whatever the case may be, but they keep possession of here. So this is good. Oh, Marvel gets hit hard there as he throws that one there. So he's now 6 of 10 here, and he a little frustrated there. Hopefully he doesn't get too flustered here. He's got to keep his mind right and keep it in a good place here. As we'll see now 1st and 10 for the Packers. As the Packers have been doing a great job here blitzing. You see another blitz there, and Gio gets the catch there, helps him out. Has to get himself open there for his QB, getting the first down. So they're really doing a good job here. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's some aspects here. They're going to a 3-4 and a 4-3, changing up on Marvel on these different looks here. As you see another blitz there, and another chance now to get that one out of there as he does get 8 on that reception. So the Bears are really doing a great job there. You see 4 linebackers setting back there. 2 playing zone, 2 coming in for the blitz. And you see Blanks goes up there and catches that one there. And Blanks is going to be there. He gets the second turnover now in this game. And we'll see if the Bears can do anything with that turnover this time. They cannot. So that's 2 interceptions now for Marvel as we'll see him get back on the field. And those is one to Ning. And Ning gets the catch for 12 for the first down. So Marvel's really having a tough time here in today's game as he's just not be able to just stay on pace here. With the blitz coming at him and different angles here. Of course, trying to make some plays here with his legs there as he dives this time. He should have slid, but he's able to hold on to the football there. And, of course, fumbling earlier. I'm really surprised surprised these Bears are not making an opportunity here on really scoring. They've only did it so far once with a turnover. And they had another interception there. And of course, they couldn't do anything. There's Ning gets this catch there. Ning's going to go down the field. He's going to get stopped inside the 10. Actually, put him inside the 5. As I believe they have marked at the 3-yard line. So a 1st and goal for the Packers. As Marvel's getting a lot of help here from his receivers now here. They know this is a big deal, not just for them, but also for him. And they want to make sure they get a good go here. And try to put this first quarter behind him. As you see Wes Becker there helping his bro out. Gets a 2-yard reception. And that is going to be a touchdown for Omaha South. So nice job there for Omaha South as they're able to get on the board here once again. Making it now a 2-possession lead here now. So we'll go now to the second quarter and see what we can do. Here 14-3. Bears here still in this game here. And of course Marvel trying to make sure they are not going to be in this one here. Trying to not necessarily blow them out of the water. As you see, Gio does a nice stiff arm there. What a good job there from him. And he gets the first. He is really trying to make sure that he knows that these Omaha Bryan Bears are not a team to be playing around with. Here we'll see that one get thrown up off to the right hand side there on that slant route there to Ning, and Ning will get the catch and get enough for the first. So the Bears are looking like they are having a little trouble here trying to see what Marvel's doing. Marvel's kind of doing a pretty good job now. Finally kind of just settling down and looking at this defense and trying to cut it up as much as he possibly can. Those are underneath the coverage. And Wes Becker there, he is not going to be denied for that first down as he gets 11 on that play. You see, he is fired up here. He's ready to go. So they're trying to get to that state championship as we just now here. I'm getting a word now as Grand Islands now has a pretty good lead now in their game. So they look like they got a chance now to try to stamp their ticket now, go to the state championship. Marvel's just going to drop back here in the pocket, and here he cannot find nobody, as there was pretty much I want to call them Baylor Bears for whatever reason. I guess because they were the same colors as Baylor, but the Bryan Bears, they end up doing a good job there on coverage there. So Marvel now 3rd and 18 here. He's got to get this one. That one to Gio, and Gio gets the catch. 24 yards on the reception, and a huge first down for the Packers. So the Pack is on the attack now here, 1st and 10. Marvel trying to get into the end zone and try to put this game away here. He throws this one to Hal. Hal gets a great catch here, and this kid has been stepping up. He must have been working on the juggler machine here as of late, because early in the season, if you remember, he was horrible at catching passes, especially wide open. So we'll see Marvel here he's going to run this one here instead. He's going to go off to the side there, to the right-hand side, and get into the end zone. 5 yards on that rushing touchdown. It's now 21-6. So now the Bears have scored another 3 points here. They got to score some more They got to score some touchdowns instead of field goals. This one thrown up the middle there to Gio. Gio's wide open here. No one will find someone that's able to catch up with him. 46 yards on the reception. Huge first down. 13 first downs so far for these Packers here of South Omaha. 1st and 10. We'll see 2:35 left here in the second quarter. See, that one gets tipped away and then dropped by that defender. So intended, I believe, for Gio. Incomplete pass. So we'll go to 2nd and 10. See if Marvel can try to get something, get a couple yards here. Not necessarily the first down, but he gets that one to Gio this time around, and Gio gets the catch. 14 on the play, and they go ahead and move the changes. Gio now has over 100 yards now in 5 receptions. 1st and 10 for the Packers. Packers now trying to get their QB here in the end zone here as Howell gets the catch, and Howell again, great job on that little slant route pass situation there for him as he gets a first down. So here we are now. We're going to see here I formation. Looks like they could try to run this one here up the gut here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. But Howell's going to, he's going to break a tackle, but finally gets pulled down 2 yards, and the Packers are going to have to call a quick timeout. So here we are now, 3rd and goal. Minute 30 left here in the second quarter. They're going to try to go up by 4 scores here. If they can get this one in here. And pretty much can call really anything. Oh, they're going to go on the pass here. We're going to see a quick pass there to Westbecker. And Westbecker cannot get that one in there, as that's going to be a 2-yard reception. And it's going to go to 4th down. They'll be forced to kick a field goal. So 24-6 now, as there's just 15 seconds left here before we get to the end of the first half. Marvel here now decide, no, he's going to go ahead and run this one instead of throwing this one. He's going to run this one, and he's going to go out of bounds there quickly, as he has about 8 seconds left here. And he has roughly about a play that he can try here. 1st and 10, Marvel drops back here. Blitz on the hand there. And no, he cannot get that one completed, as he gets hit as he throws, and there's 4 seconds now left here in the first half. So first half here, 4 seconds left. Try to see if we can try to get some kind of Hail Mary, maybe some in this situation. As Westbecker gets this one, they're going to try to call a quick timeout, but they cannot. And that's how the first half ends. So 24-9 as we go to the third quarter. We get the ball here to start off. Actually, they do get the ball at the second half. And see, Ning gets the catch, and Ning jumps up there with 2 defenders, one in front of him and one right behind him. And luckily enough, he is able to come down with the football there. So that's what I'm talking about, threading the needle there. Marvel cannot be doing that too much here, especially if he's going to go to the collegiate level. I will see Allstrain there gets the catch there, and that's going to be a nice one for 13 yards. As he has 5 catches now here in today's semifinal game. So, of course, the I believe the state championship, of course, we play at the University of Nebraska, I believe, in next week. We'll see Marvel here throwing this one up the middle there, and that's going to be picked off by Scott there of the Bears, and that one's going to be trying to be brought back for a pick 6, but it's going to get brought back right where it's thrown, and that's a huge. Oh, wait a minute, there's a call on Tyler Collins there. So that ball is going to remain. Actually, no, that ball is going to be. It's going to be still Bears ball. Bears will score 3 points there on that drive as they get that turnover there, and manufacture 3 points there of a field goal. So we'll go down to a 3rd and 7 here from Marvel. As Marvel drops back in the pocket here, draw to the hands off to the left hand side, hands that one, throws that one to Gio Sahara. And that is going to be a catch, a big catch there for him, a huge first down, as there's 3:50 left here in the third. Marvel here trying to correct his mistakes here that he made earlier. He's already threw 3 interceptions. He's going to go ahead and run this one instead. He's going to find the sideline there, and he's going to get taken there. And has to run out before he gets to the 10-yard marker. So now we'll see a 1st and 10. 24-9, here's your score. Marvel here rolls out. He's going to run down the field here. He's going to get tackled, and he's going to get wrapped up there, only getting a gain of 2 on that play, as he's somewhere near inside the 10. So 2nd and 8 for the Packers. I believe this time they're going to try to see if they can get this one through the air. As Marvel here looks back, he fires, throws this one to Westbecker. Westbecker gets the catch, and he gets in there. That big giant bulldozer there. He gets his touchdown here. 3rd touchdown of the day there for Myles. And the first one of the day, I believe. Might be the second one of the day there for Westbecker. As this is going to be a 31-9 ball game with 2:55 left in the third quarter. So we'll see here. The Bears will turn the ball over here quickly, as they had pretty much a stall drive there. 31-9. So Marvel here rolls out here. He's going to go use his own legs here. Gets a good block and breaks the tackle and gets a gain of 7. You see 10 carries for 56 yards for him. As we move on now to a 3rd and 3. We'll see what he's going to do. As we'll see a 3rd and 3. Drops back here. Throws that one to Allstrainer. Allstrainer will get the catch, and that's going to be a first down. Gain of 11 on the play. Nice catch from him, as I believe he's already decided to go to, I mentioned this in the last episode, him and Ning are thinking about going to a Division II, or excuse me, not Division II, but a JUCO school. And there you see Watson gets the interception. That's the 5th turnover now for the Packers. This is not looking like a good game here for Marvel. But yes, Ning and Ostrander has decided to go to the JUCO level, as they'll be going to Garden City there in Garden City, Kansas. So congrats to them on that. And we'll see here, just 45 seconds left. See a 1st and 10. And we'll see if Marvel can do something with this pass here. They'll throw to Ning again there. Nice 6-yard reception. And that'll put him at 2nd and 4. So 16 seconds left here before the 3rd quarter. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach needs to put the 2nd string guys in there to rest up his 1st string, as Felix gets a nice catch there, as he brought in some of the 2nd stringers there to help out. And Felix gets a nice 1st down. So this might be the last couple plays here in the 4th quarter now for the 1st string. I'm being told as Marvel's going to drop back here. He's going to fire this one up the middle there to Gio, and Gio gets in there. That's a touchdown. 4th touchdown of the day here from Myles Marvel. 30 of 41. 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions for him today. He is looking like a QB here that is knows what he's doing. Even though he's had a couple of hiccups here today. And looks like he is going to have a nice victory here in this semifinal game. And can move on to, or of course he is going to move on to the state championship there. As just going to get through this last quarter as their 1st strings will get off the field. And we'll see what they'll do here. Let's go a couple more touchdowns. And they'll win this one. 54-9 is your final score in this one, as they'll move on now to the finals. They'll move on to the state championship, and they'll take on Grand Island. So that should be a fun one there. Cannot wait to cover that game. Of course, we will be here, and we'll hear all the festivities here. Nonetheless, there, I'm sure Myles will be on local radio and such about the big game coming up here. Final score 54-9. Omaha South wins this one, and they will take the victory. And they'll move on now to face Grand Island to go for his first his first state championship. I shouldn't say national championship, but his first state championship. And like I said, it will be played at Nebraska, if I'm not mistaken. And they'll be able there. So I'm sure some of the alumni of Nebraska, and of course boosters and stuff will be there. Check that game out and see him play, and of course kind of try to entice him, I guess, to have him come there next season. But we'll have to find out and see. As you take a look there, 5-star performance there, I guess. 30 of 41, 436 yards, 4 touchdowns, 72 yards rushing, and 1 rushing touchdown. He had 72 yards, 11 carries of 72 yards there on the ground. And take a look at the rest of your numbers there for the team. Great victory there. Total offense 608 yards. Wow. Only compared to the Bears 147. So I don't know where the Bears were at in this one here, but nonetheless, it was a burn barner here in this one. Compared to the first time these two played, you would think the Bears will play closer. You would think the game would be more tightly knit, but that happens not to be the case there. As you see, University of Washington State has given him a scholarship opportunity, and there you see you got another Pac-12 school, Arizona State, North Carolina, and Ole Miss there for the SEC. Looking at him, you got an ACC school there, so you got 2 schools in the one school in the South, one school in the East, and of course another school there in the West. And I believe he goes with North Carolina. He's on the phone right now with them, and we're trying to get an interview with him, but I don't think that's going to happen now, as they're having a pretty good conversation. But nonetheless, there we're taking on the 8-1 Grand Island Ball Club there, and we'll see them there in that game for the Nebraska State Championship. Can Myles Marvel and the Packers do it? Can this be the year? Will this be the year? We'll have to find out and wait. I cannot wait to see how this all unfolds. But if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Myles Marvel and the road to glory here on NCAA 14. Not to mention, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Links are down below in the description. Hit that bell notification if you happen to be new. Hit that subscribe button if you're new also to the channel. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the series so far, and what do you think Myles will go next, or what do you think will happen next for Myles in the next couple episodes. We'll have to find out and see. Stay tuned for more of this road to glory here with Mr. Myles Marvel. As always, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.